Welcome back to Black Talk today, and I'm Troy. In this particular video, T.I.'s son, King, um, was recently arrested. Could have told you I saw that coming. A few months back, I did a video where King decided to go into a Waffle House in Georgia and berate and threaten a Waffle House employee because they screwed up his order. I believe it was the effect they put pickles on his burger or sandwich, something of that nature. And what these young guys like to do immediately, go to social media and let everybody know about it. It reminds me of things women used to do back in the day. They used to keep diaries. And whatever experience that they had that was traumatic in their minds when they were kids, they would go jot it down. Tommy broke up with me today. Jerome doesn't like me anymore. I think Lisa's a hoe. These type of things that young girls used to write in their diaries, and that they can look back and reflect on it. And today, a lot of these young guys and women today, in particular in his case, social media is what it is, attention. And most of the time, attention is something that women are seeking from men. So as you see today on Instagram, there's a plethora of, you know, YouTube or even Instagram pages that have women half naked because they're seeking attention. And T.I.'s son King has been seeking attention for a very long time. And at this point, I'm starting to feel like I'm his damn daddy. I mean, I didn't get to lay down with his mama, but it seemed like I'm giving this man more sound advice um, that a father would give a son out in the public than his own father is saying anything about any of the shenanigans he got going on. You can tell when a child is poorly raised, especially a man, because you are very emotional. You're not logical in your thinking. You're not sound in your thinking. I get it. You might say, well, he was 18. You was 18. You wasn't who you are now. Of course not. But I had something what people used to admire and respect and accept. It's common sense, logic, awareness of my surroundings. This is a young man that grew up with a platinum spoon in his mouth. No kind of struggle. Mama, daddy, multimillionaires. So since you was born and up until this point of your existence, the ends have always met excessively. I mean, you live in a gated community, you live in a mansion, I'm sure you have nice vehicles, great. Nothing you earn, but just the byproduct of you being the offspring of those two who coupled. And this is how you repay them. I would be pissed off to the highest degree, the highest order, if it was my son continuously carrying on in this manner. Because, again, you're not showing any respect and any attrition for the grinding I had to do to get us to this point where you can just run around and act like a motherfucking fool. There's no consideration. But I doubt if T.I. sees anything in the nature of what his son is doing. Because his son continuously do it. And if your son doesn't, if a man doesn't respect another man, because at 18 you're a man, you can go to war at 18. You're a man at 18. If a man doesn't respect his father, then his father didn't lay down anything for him to respect. And more particularly about itself. This gangster facade, this I'm a real one and they don't try me, and I don't know what he's really expecting to come from it. And this is a man that grew up with both his families in the home, but both his parents in the home, but they was doing their fuck shit on the side. So I'm sure he saw a little bit of that. I mean, what is he grounded and rooted in other than hip hop? The shit that your father glorified in all his music. I'm sure you heard all your daddy's songs. And this is what I tell you. These celebrities are capped. Don't listen to them. Don't even admire them or follow them, because at the end of the day, most of them, if they're making this kind of ratchet, gangster, violent, destructive music, they don't let their kids listen to that shit. They don't allow their kids to live in a state where it's very volatile. Motherfuckers is moving to Dakota, Nebraska, some shit once they make a little money, because they don't want their children to be raised or influenced by any of the shit that they're making to influence other people's kids. And that's why I say it's fucked up, because these rappers today know what they're doing, but it's all about the dollar. But for whatever particular reason with T.I. and his situation, his family, um, expeditiously, I don't think he's a very bright man himself. Now you might say, well, if he ain't bright, he ain't smart, how he make all these millions? Just because you can be rich and have a lot of resources don't mean you smart. That's like the dumbest response that a lot of people throw at people when they state facts, when they state obvious, observable facts. Man has all the money in the world. Don't pay his light bill 20 years in advance. Kid about to get arrested again. Kid about to be a whole criminal. You don't trap to die, or sold all kind of drugs to people that look like you, and this is karma. I would say the kid's a fuck up, but he's only a fuck up because you ain't guiding him like a man supposed to be guiding his young son. Shit don't make no sense, man. If I grew up having to take a bubble bath every goddamn night, and I could eat lobster and shrimp, and I ain't got to worry about hearing my neighbors whip, his girlfriend's ass, and I can step outside and fresh air, resources is unlimited to some degree, and you trying to portray yourself as this hardcore, you don't give a F mentality. You want to be down. You want to be one of these modern street thugs because life was way too easy for you, the way you grew up, and you feel people are going to try you. Well, won't you think king and make some new friends and surround yourself around different people that don't require you to show how real and tough you are, gangster. Surround yourself around people that are going somewhere in their life in the sense of developing themselves professionally and also finding out who they are, what their passions are. I tell folks all the time, diversify who you around. If you keep hanging around Jerome and all them, Jamal and all them on the block doing all the fuck shit, you're going to become a fuck boy at the end of the day. That's just the byproduct of your surroundings. But a lot of these young guys, they don't listen. They don't want to listen. But it's just, I just can't get around it, because if I had the opportunity to grow up and flourish in the type of settings that King grew up in, I'm sure I probably would have been a lot further than I am today as a grown man. You see what I'm saying? Because he has shit laid out for him to be able to just walk through doors and not have to figure out, how do I get the key to open that door? He can just walk through doors just off of the strength of who his father and his mother is. But it's about damn time that King come on down and come around and understand that, look, man, you look like your mama. I get it. They're going to tease you. You look weird. It's just what it is, right? It's things that obvious people want to say. And if you weren't the offspring of your mom and your daddy, nobody would know who you are, man. Where's your talent? Can't help how you look. Okay, let's move past that. What internal issues is eating you up inside to where you got to act out? Where your daddy and mama fell short at? Did they not tell you they love you enough? Did your father not imprint any masculinity on you when you was a young boy? Somebody need to send this young boy to therapy before he get killed, or somebody kill him, or he find himself incarcerated for a very long time. Reality. These young guys got to come back to reality, man. And the reality is, saying fuck the police after you clearly committed a crime here, or an offense that caused you to get arrested, that ain't the way to go about it, young man. Police ain't your enemy. Police ain't your biggest issue. Your mentality is. But see, this is the same shit your daddy should have been telling you. I'm Troy. This is Black Talk Today. I pray for that boy. Hey guys, I'm Troy. Are you a Second Amendment advocate, or you just enjoy going to the gun range and engaging in that particular hobby and activity?
Well, I have another channel called Government Issue, where I show you all my recent accessories of my firearms that I have and how to install these accessories on them, how to operate firearms proficiently, professionally, and how they operate on the field. Why don't you subscribe to Government Issue? Peace.